We spend a lot of time talking about how to know when you're being scammed. While many of these red flags can be helpful when it comes to personal scams, additional protection measures may need to be taken to protect your business. What are the warning signs that someone is attempting to take advantage of your regular ACH and wire transactions? How do you know if you're talking to a vendor or client who has fallen victim to a scam or whose email has been compromised? In the next 3 minutes, we will give you all the traits, tips, and tricks you need to help you avoid these malicious fraud attempts. Trait number 1, double check the email it's coming from. Scammers will spoof emails, but one of the most common traits of a phishing attempt is a strange address as the reply email. Colleagues and vendors requesting information from you should always do so from a known contact method. As we mentioned earlier, this isn't foolproof. Sometimes their email has been compromised. If that's the case, there are a few other traits the email might have that reveal you're communicating with a bad actor. That leads us into trait number 2. Was there a change in communication style? Check for grammar discrepancies, typos, or poor sentence structure. Compare the current email to previous communications from this person or even what you know about how they speak in person. Do they typically communicate the way they are currently? If there's anything fishy about the way the email is written, this is a common trait of a fraudulent email. Finally, trait number 3. Scammers will convey an unrealistic sense of urgency in their email in an attempt to get you to act without stopping to consider the red flags. In reality, this sense of urgency is itself a red flag. Multiple follow-up emails, alarming language, and pressure to act are all signs that you need to be slow to give them what they're asking for. If you're still unsure, we have a few tips to help you confirm. First, look for verifiable information. Let the sender be the one to give you information, not the other way around. Can you double check that the number or email the request came from is a trusted source? Does the sender include information regarding their current payment destination when requesting a change? If not, this is a clue that you may not be communicating with who you think you are. Are they asking you to click a link? If so, utilize this tip. Hover over the link to check that it's taking you to a legitimate source. If it looks questionable, it probably is. Trust your instincts and do not click on suspicious links. Scammers will ask for payment destinations to be changed with short notice. If they're asking you to click a login link or send money to a specific destination, proceed with caution. Specifically, if the sender is acting pushy or requesting the change at the last minute, this is a tip-off that you're communicating with a bad actor. If you've used the traits and tips and remain unsure, don't worry. We have a few tricks up our sleeve to help. First, try a second method of communication. If you receive an email from an employee that gives you pause, pick up your company phone and call their extension to ask if it was really them. If you're communicating with a supposed vendor or client, find their phone number and give them a call. Are they aware of the change request? If so, have they verified this with the person who requested it of them? Another trick you could use is to ask them to corroborate information you already have on file. If they ask you to change a payment destination, ask them to verify the current payment destination first, or set company-wide verification procedures in place for vendors and clients, especially when online payment requests are involved. Still have questions about an odd email? This next trick is foolproof. Forward it to our fraud department. We will be happy to take a look at it and give you your next steps. We don't give you this information to worry you. In fact, we want to empower you to recognize red flags and avoid workplace fraud. Sometimes taking 2 minutes to stop and think can save thousands of dollars. Remember, when a colleague or vendor requests funds from your business, they're the ones with something to prove, not the other way around. With these traits, tips, and tricks, you have what it takes to outsmart scammers.